On the last episode of Taverns and Caverns, it turns out I was exactly right. Pobin was disgusting. I knew it, and I knew he had something else going on. I can't believe no one believed me, honestly. It's ridiculous. Of course he's horrible. Anyways, we ran into him on our way back, and he tried to sell us some garbage, and we thought it was garbage, but he said he had more garbage back at his home, so we decided to check it out. We went back the next day after I made an amazing little shoulder furry thing out of the fur from that big wolf we killed. It's amazing. Damien is definitely jealous, but he won't say anything to me about it. He'd have to admit it, you know what I mean? Anyways, Pobin decided to kind of trick us into going back to his house with the promise of like really cool stuff, and it always kind of works. So we end up going back, and his house is like super nice. It doesn't make any sense at all. But turns out, like I said, he's a piece of shit. He gets his thugs to attack us while he runs away because he can't do anything on his own. He's disgusting. And, well, we really beat them bad. It was kind of not fair. But that's okay. Even Yaito went really crazy with this fire tiger and like scratching this guy's face. Really bad. But Nomu then tried to kill Pobin, which like I know that I'm pretty into, but I don't think it's the right thing to do. So anyway, we turned him over to the guard. I'm just really happy he's out of everyone's life, and I think everyone's going to be much happier that he's not here. Now, Cat and Co. can go on our next adventure on this new episode of Taverns and Caverns, episode 27, The Galbury Keep Ruins.
Last time on Taverns and Caverns, Cat and Co., they were tricked into visiting Pobin at his house to possibly buy some magical wares from him, but instead they were met with some thugs that wanted to steal their belongings. But knowing Cat and Co., they weren't having that shit, and they ended up beating up Pobin and the rest of his thugs. And with that, we're going to go ahead and pick off right after you guys have left Pobin's house. And if you remember, Yaito was able to convince Nomu from killing Pobin to have him go to jail instead.
Yeah.
Because Nomu is off the chains right now. And if I remember correctly too, Rob, didn't you say in the very beginning when we started playing, Nomu doesn't kill people?
Yeah. Yep. He tasted
Whatever
blood.
happened to him? What is going on with him?
He tasted blood, and he don't know what's going on with him.
Well, the good thing was Yaito was able to stop him from doing the killing blow, Mr. Eddard Stark. But the group finds themselves just now leaving Port Windrock. If we all remember, you guys are supposed to meet Avirus de Darkmoor and Camaros at the Galbury Keep Ruins. And the only reason you guys are even going to these dangerous ruins is for this particular ring that the Skull Reaver wants you guys to get. Yeah, so again, the only reason you guys are going to the Galbury Keep Ruins is because you guys are in search of this particular ring that supposedly gives its bearer some kind of magical power. That would be your assumption anyways, and that might be the only reason you can think of why the Skull Reaver would even want such an item. But we're going to go ahead and fast travel. You guys are able to take the main roads through the Greythorn Forest, moving southeast towards the Galbury Keep Ruins. Elroy keeps you guys on the main roads as much as possible. There's times where you guys do have to go off main road, but you guys don't come across any major issues as you're doing so. But you guys are able to get a long rest while you're traveling. It takes you guys a couple days to reach the Galbury Keep Ruins. So everyone's HP and spells are full and maxed, and at this point, we're going to go ahead and say it's midday. You finally reach the area that the Galbury Keep Ruins are in. Off in the distance, as you guys are traveling on the main road, you start to veer off out of the Greythorn Forest, and you see off in the distance this small mountain, more so like a large hilltop with a giant fortress that was built on top. And the fortress, from the current distance you're at, still looks to be fairly tall. It probably reaches about 200 feet high. However, the fortress is crumbled and most of it has been destroyed due to something that attacked it many years ago. A couple episodes ago, Elroy did mention of a story or folklore that it is known that a red fire dragon known as Xandos, the Raging Fire, destroyed these fortress over 1,000 years ago. But as you guys make your way towards the Galbury Keep Ruins, you finally start heading up the small mountain, following the beaten path. And as you guys make your way up the hills, you come across this stone bridge that stands at about 50 feet over what you would assume is just a cavern beneath the bridge. It's pitch black beneath the bridge. You can't see far into that cavern or that drop, but that stone bridge has been heavily damaged, and you can see there's a large hole in the center of the bridge. It looks to be barely standing, but there is a small section in the bridge where you can walk through. And as you guys are making your way there, go ahead and make me some perception checks.
You got it.
Not 20.
Nice.
16.
I'm getting there.
Nomu with a 10.
Perception, right?
Yes.
I wrote trash.
Everyone made their perception checks. Damien with
Yep.
a 16, Ediar with a nat 20, Nomu with a 10, and Isundra with a 21. So, with everyone's perception checks, everyone basically passed and is able to see all around the area that they're in. You see there is a dirt path that continues past the bridge, and past that damaged bridge, you guys see Camaros, who is up top of another part of the mountain, and he's standing near some broken down ruins, very small building, and he's standing at the doorway, kind of peeking into it. You can kind of see him looking around. But directly across the bridge, you see Avirus surrounded by 3 undead. But everyone, because you all made pretty good perception checks, all around Avirus, you see there is a campfire with some sleeping bags and a tent around her. However, also around her are the corpses of several goblinoids. Nomu can't see exactly what kind they are, but everyone else can see that the zombies around her are dead bugbears, and there are still corpses lying around the ground near her of goblins and bugbears as well. Nomu can't tell what the zombies are, or if they're zombies from where he's at with only a 10, but the rest of you can see that Camaros and Avirus most likely were the ones that ended these goblinoids, the bugbears and the goblins. But you also notice where the bridge stands in the large gaping hole beneath the bridge. You guys can hear and also see parts of the pebbles on the bridge moving slightly. But what triggers it for you guys to really know what's going on is you guys hear this large, powerful gust of wind blowing along the bridge through it, as if the winds are trying to keep people from crossing this bridge. And at this point, Elroy stops his wagon with his 2 oxen, and he goes, "Whoa! Whoa! Whoa! I don't think we can cross that bridge there with my oxen, guys. I might have to stay right here. I'm not trying to cross that and lose my oxen."
Seems
I think
like
that'd be
very
for the
safe.
best.
Yeah, if this goes the way I think it's gonna go, I'm not gonna want to walk after this, so we might want to take care of the oxen. I agree.
Do you guys think we're pretty close to the ruins? It looks like we're pretty close. I can see it up there in the distance, further up the mountain. Do you think it's safe for me to stay here?
Yeah, you can kind of watch and make sure no one's trying to sneak up on us as we're getting the treasure. Should this happen, scream hysterically, and hopefully we'll hear you. We'll come save you.
Well, all right. I guess I can set up camp here. The oxen.
Want me to leave you a little liquor?
What?
Want me to leave you a little liquor?
He said, what?
Yes, please. I might need it.
I was hoping you'd say no, but I'm a man of my word.
You give Elroy some liquor.
I give him my flask. Don't be
Oh.
greedy with it.
Okay.
Better be someone I get back.
Dang.
He
You
looks
must like
down,
him.
He looks down at the flask and then back up at Damien. Wow, you're really leaving me your personal flask?
Well, if I die, I'd rather know that it didn't go to waste.
This is awesome. Thank you, Damien. I appreciate it. I'll keep it safe.
Yeah, when I shake that, I better feel something.
Don't worry. It will still be there unless something happens. And I have
Yeah,
to-
you're used to the cheap shit. That'll put your ass down.
That's true. I'm really tiny too, so I don't have to drink as much.
You're so cute. Teeny tiny.
At this point, though, Camro pulls himself out of the little building where he's standing at the doorway, and he puts his hand over his forehead, and he sees you guys across the bridge, and he yells over, waving, "Hey! About time you all showed up! What took you so long? Get on over here!"
Oh, is that his voice now?
Weak.
Nomu waves back.
No, I don't remember how he sounded, so I'm just...
He was like slinky and like, oh, hello, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That snake oil salesman.
Yeah, that's true. I'll bring it back. He's just yelling, so it doesn't sound the same.
You
Different
recasted
personality.
him.
I recasted the initial
I
voice.
know,
actor.
the new Aunt Vivian.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
So Yaito steps forward and he places his hand along the edge of the bridge's entrance, and he feels the heavy winds blowing, and he looks back at everyone else. This is not going to be a very safe crossing. Are all of you prepared with a spell or two to possibly get through here?
Hey! How did you guys get across there and not die?
As you're yelling that, you guys can see Camros walking down the stone steps that lead up to the broken down building he's in. He comes over across on the other side of the bridge, and he just waves over at Damien. With skills, of course.
Helpful. Okay.
So get
Well-
your asses over here.
Eddie, can I jump on your back when you do that flying spell? I know you will.
Think about it.
So
I haven't had a home cooked meal in over a month. I've cut weight.
you can make an investigation check of some sort if you kind of want to study the bridge and see if it's even safe to walk, if that's something you want to do.
Yeah,
I want to get on Eddie R's back, but I'll
Well,
roll.
you sooner don't know shit.
I rolled a 9.
Roll 16.
All right, so Nomu's looking around at the bridge. He can tell it's a very beat up bridge. However, the bridge was sturdy at some point, and the section that still stands looks to be somewhat sturdy. Nomu has a general idea that if you walk along the edge of the sturdy area and hold onto the edge of the bridge tightly, you should be able to get through. As Nomu walks up towards Yaito, and he kind of feels the winds blowing with his hand, Nomu knows the wind might make it more difficult to cross physically. However, Nomu has a general idea that crossing is definitely possible if you are careful.
It seems the wind is going to be more of a problem than the bridge itself. But we should be fine if we hug it tight. The railing, I mean.
Nomu's gonna put one toe on the bridge and inch forward. He's
He
gonna
doesn't
test the
trust it.
waters. Testing the
Right.
water.
Testing the waters? Okay.
Okay, not that bad.
Yeah, so as Nomu takes his first step onto the bridge, he can feel the heavy winds blowing against him as if it was attempting to knock him off. The heavy winds, they're not incredibly difficult to traverse through, but it does making it walk across the bridge more difficult than it would be if the wind wasn't there. And Nomu can also tell that the section to cross the bridge, you all would have to walk around or along it one by one. There's only enough room for one at a time.
Okay, so the only thing I can do is spider climb.
That's
I don't know how helpful that is.
Alright, so Nomu's just gonna continue across then.
Okay, is Nomu going to go ahead in front of everyone?
Yeah.
All right. And spider climb could potentially work. I mean, it'd keep you along the bridge, but you still have to be mindful of the heavy winds and that the bridge is pretty damaged.
Alright, am I rolling anything going across this?
Yes, so we're going to go ahead and make a skills challenge. So for the first skill check, Nomu, I need you to make me a strength check, whether it be, or a strength check athletics. If you have skill in athletics, you can add that to your...
Yep. I do have
Ooh.
proficiency.
All right. So Nomu begins to walk along the bridge, and he feels the heavy wind. You guys can see his fur bristling and his armor kind of shaking a little bit. And as he's crossing, he's holding on to the ledge tightly with his bare hands and his claws. And Nomu's able to make it halfway through the bridge. Is anyone else going to go after him?
Cat reflexes.
Oh,
I don't particularly trust this bridge. Ediar sprouts 2 incorporeal wings. And then yeah, I'm just going to fly across myself and leave everyone behind.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Hey, get down here and enjoy this breeze.
So I can't jump on your back. Because I've carried this team on my back since day one. That's kind of fucked up, Eddie R. But you know what? Fly high. Soar.
Eddie R flies back and I'll try to pick up Damien, see if I can.
Try.
Make a strength check.
It's not bad.
Okay. All right. So Eddie R is able to help Damien up. Is Damien
Damien's
onto Eddie R from behind, like with
Damien palms Eddie R's bald head to get a better balance on his back. Flips
You're
the cape
heavy.
back.
You're heavy.
I am not. Don't be dramatic.
You're like 6'2".
What's that smell? What you got on? Cologne?
Don't worry about it. Eddie R flies across the bridge.
All right.
The wind causes him some issues, but should be able to land safely.
All right. So you make your way halfway through the bridge, or halfway through the gap. I need you to make me a strength check, athletics.
Another one? Please be better. Oh, okay.
Okay. With Damien moving through the sky, the bridge isn't much of a concern for him, but the wind is still heavy. However, with a 14, you are able to fly halfway over the gape or the gap, and I need Damien to make me a strength check.
Look at my cape, guys! Look at it!
Ryan, does it look like when Nandor or whoever, I can't remember who let is it Nandor that he flew around? Because he went, oh yeah, he flew around Guillermo. Does it look like that?
Yes.
And she goes, Master, I'm flying.
Yes.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Good. You guys need to watch what we do in the shadows.
Meanwhile, Nomu's on the bottom looking up. Fucking guy.
Fucking guy. You guys really watch what we do in the shadows. It's a really good show.
All right, so Damon's able to keep his grip on Eddie R without any issues. So you guys are halfway there. And at this point, Isundra, it is your turn.
All right. So I don't think I can actually use spider climb on myself, can I? Because this is a creature I touch.
Yeah, so you can touch yourself, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Do I need to do it? Should I do it? I don't want to waste a spell slot, but I do want to not die.
I mean, it's totally up to you.
I mean, I don't know how helpful it is. I mean, I guess it gives me climbing speed if I fall, but
Yes, you can grip the wall and climb back up.
yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
I'd risk it.
I'm risking
Okay.
it.
So you cast Spider.
No,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
risking it.
Oh, you're just okay.
Oh.
So Isundra begins to walk towards Nomu on the bridge. And
Isundra is confident. It's not a big deal, you guys. It's fine. Please don't die.
go ahead and make me a strength saving throw with.
Oh, I should have
Athletics.
used the thing with athletics.
Yep.
So, just a skill one.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Athletics. Yeah. An athletics check.
Oh.
Oh, my foot slips.
All right. So as
This is why you
Nomu,
don't talk shit.
as Nomu is in the middle of the bridge, Isundra begins to grip onto the ledge behind him as she's walking slowly. But the wind is so heavy, it just pushes her, and she feels herself being blown towards the gaping hole in the middle of the bridge.
Am I close enough to
I
catch her
need-
in?
I need Nomu to make me a dexterity saving throw to try and catch Isundra before she falls down the hole.
I grab his tail.
Dex save. Yes.
Nice.
Okay, Nomu, you make it. You're able to grab Isundra. She is hanging.
What?
off
I didn't
the
roll
bridge.
that low. But I should be hanging.
She is
Right?
hanging.
Oh, easy now, Slim Jim.
Slim Jim?
I'm Jim.
He's
What the fuck?
got you in the hand, and at this point, Camrose is gonna be watching you guys, and he just whistles.
Have Eddie R
You guys better be careful over there.
and I landed?
Not yet.
Oh.
Still in the middle of the round. So
What are they doing down there? I know
you
her
guys
ass
can
did
see-
not just
you
fall.
you can see Nomu holding onto Isundra. So
Oh
at
my
this point,
god.
it is now Nomu's turn again.
I'm just gonna yank her up
All right,
and
make me a strength check.
I'm gonna throw her on my shoulder like a fucking beach towel.
Nice.
All right,
Nomo, help me.
strength of 19. You're able to pull Isundra up, and she grabs onto the ledge of the bridge. At this point, it's going to be Eddie
Oh
R.
my god, Nomo, thank you so much. I was far too confident once again.
Eddie R continues flying across the bridge, going
Don't
to go
ignore
drop
me,
Damien
Eddie
off.
All right. With you having to make the second half of the bridge, make me another strength athletics check. All right. So you're able to pass again. Damien, make me a strength check.
Oh,
All right. So as Eddie R is flying, he's making his way through the second half of the bridge. He feels Damien's grip loosening, and Damien isn't able to hold on. And Damien begins to slip off, giving you one opportunity to catch Damien before he falls down. Make me a dex saving throw.
You better not fail. You
Oh.
failed.
No!
So Eddie R goes to try and reach down for Damien, but his hand just slips. Damien, you have one last chance to grab onto Eddie R's foot. Make me a dex saving throw.
Roll fire, magma.
Oh!
Ah!
Oh no!
You hear me fainting out as I fall.
Oh no! So Eddie R rolled an 8 and Damien rolled a 9. Unfortunately, Eddie R goes to try and grab Damien, but is unable to. And as Damien's falling, he tries to grab Eddie R's foot, and you grab onto it momentarily, but you don't grab enough of it. Damien falls down the large pit, falling into darkness.
oh,
You ain't got
Right.
no Misty Step or nothing?
Can I fly down and try to swoop her up?
Well, at this point, we have to go back to Nomu and Isu.
the other failure.
No one got no feather fall potion on them?
I have a grappling hook.
So-
Shoot that shit up.
Did we get a feather fall potion? I can't. Did we get
I
one?
got the feather amulet.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
that's-
I know I gave Eddie R an amulet that has Featherfall.
Well, he don't
But,
fucking need that. She's got wings, dog.
Yeah,
You couldn't have put that on someone, bro.
You know?
it's mine.
Hear this
God.
dude?
Who is he now? Like, why is everyone changing? What happened to us?
Alright, what is Nomu
Eddie
doing?
R been wanting to kill my ass since season 1.
Season 1.
So Damien is falling down this large pit, and everyone sees this going on. And Camaros watches, and he puts both hands on his head. He goes, "Oh no!"
He's like, they're gonna die before they even get over here.
So Nomu and Isundra, what are you two doing? You still have to make your way on this through the second half of the bridge.
Well, I'm throwing Asundra over my shoulder like a beach towel. And
Oh.
I'm gonna continue walking.
I'm
Uh,
holding on to Nomu for dear life, like a child. I got like my arms and legs around him.
Right. While this is
roll.
going on, so Eddie R just lost Damien. Damien is falling down this pit. And while this just happens, Nomu and Isundra are making their way across.
Are we like
the
close
second half of
enough?
the
Like, am I close enough to touch her?
No.
What? No, let me try to high five her. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah.
I rolled a high fiver to cast Spider
All right.
Climb.
So as Nomu and Isundra are walking around the bridge, Damien falls. Isundra, make me a dex saving throw to see if you can grab Damien's hand as he's falling.
Wait, oh, the feather fall's a reaction.
Yeah, but it's on you.
right.
Well, I can choose up to 5 falling creatures within range.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, it's too late, Eddie R.
Oh, y'all just trying to write me off, huh? Who'd y'all cast to play me?
It's
Damn.
Okay. It's okay. Isundra, make a dex saving throw to see if you even can.
Hey.
Oh.
Wrote fire.
Nice.
Okay. As Damien's falling, Isundra tries to go and grab for his hand, and she's able to grab it. I need
Spider Climb,
make
bitch. We
me-
high five.
Make me a strength saving throw. You're able to grab her.
Me?
Yes.
I'm not trying to hang out with her. We're just high fiving.
You're not trying to grab her?
So you don't want to save me?
I mean, I could try, but I was just gonna put Spider Climb on her so she could just.
You're all in on it. You're all in on it.
I mean, okay, fine. But no,
Well,
if I.
it's up to you. If you want to cast Spider Climb on her, the dexterity save, you rolled high enough to even touch the hand. So you
Right.
can either try to grab her or you can cast Spider Climb.
Okay. But if I grab you,
What use is spider climb if I hit the ground?
well, you can touch the side of the bridge or something.
If I'm falling where that hole is, I'm not by the wall.
Well, you can climb the fuck up once you get to the bottom of it.
Oh,
so I
God.
can survive the fall
Yeah.
from the
If-
sky.
If I get a round in before you hit the bottom, and you're still within 60 feet of me, you'll be dead.
If I die this way, I'm
Alright.
gonna be pissed.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Now me and Nomu were gonna die.
Oh, so you would
What?
try and grab her.
I guess. Because no one wanted
You
spider
make a
climb.
strength saving throw. So you're able to touch the hand and you try to grab, but with a strength of 4, you're not able to hold on to Damien. He just slips right down, and you're now being pulled with
Sorry, Nomu.
Damien.
Ah!
Nomu, this is up to you now. Make me a strength saving throw to see if you can even hold on to them. All right, so with Isundra and Damien both now being pulled by you and the wind's pushing you,
Ah!
Nomu is pulled off the edge of the bridge along with Isundra and
Ah, my bastard!
Is it my
Save
turn?
us,
all
Eddie,
three are now falling off the bridge. Yaito looks over. Oh no.
And
Oh,
he
that's
hasn't
right.
even
I have
gone yet.
climb.
Is it my
Yeah.
turn?
I have cat climbing.
So you guys are all falling off the bridge now. At this point, Yaito is going to look down, and he doesn't have a spell to necessarily help any of you at this point. So there's nothing he can do. He could attempt to do something, but it's probably not going to work. Ediar, you now
he
have
ain't
to
even
go
gonna
to
try?
see if you
That's
can
fucked
cast
up.
your spell,
Well,
if you want to
yeah.
use your amulet or not.
In reaction to Nomu falling, I cast Featherfall on all 3 of them.
Okay. And I believe they have what? It's a how long does it have before it or does
1
it
minute duration. And then if a fallen creature's rate of descent, let's see. Choose up to 5 creatures within the range. A fallen creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round.
That's all I need to know, 60 feet. So as the 3 of you fall, you guys feel this magical aura consume all 3 of you, and you all begin to drop like a feather, going down the pit. The pit is 50 feet deep, so you guys are able to make it with a 60-foot drop with the feather fall. But as the 3 of you drop down, you guys are now in the bottom of this cavern that you can tell. It's dark, it's rocky, and there's not much you can see other than yourselves and some of the light around you coming from above. But the sunlight is barely touching the caverns of where you're at now.
Thank God for dark vision.
So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and move your guys' characters to a new map. So let me reveal where you're at.
If we die down here, these bastards are gonna take all the treasure. I got a feeling they blew that hole in the bridge after they crossed it. These bastards.
Cameros definitely thinks we're stupid now.
I'm pretty sure he thought that ahead of time.
Yeah,
he
he saw
did.
us at a bar.
He did, but now
Alright.
he knows.
So I'm moving everyone down below.
Wait, you me too?
Oh wait, sorry, not Eddie R. My bad.
Harry's like, I made it. I'm out of here. Fuck these people.
All right. So if you scroll your map down, there's a second map. You guys are now in this cavern. So
I'm not looking at it. I ain't down there.
really quick, Camaros and Yaito they both look at what's going on, and Elroy is like, "Oh my gosh, Yaito, save him!" And Yaito is just looking around like, I will do what I can." He yells over across the bridge at Ediar. Ediar, come with me down below. They may be injured.
Harry's like, nah.
Yes, we should go check up on him.
Camros looks at Ediar and just shakes his head. He just elbows. Now that Ediar has made it across the bridge, I'm assuming have you landed, or are you going straight down with your wings?
I mean, I've landed with the wings that last for a minute, so.
Okay, so you've landed, and Camros walks up to you, and he just whistles and nudges you with his elbow. That was
This is the
quite
party I
a
have to
drop.
deal with.
I hope they're not dead.
I cast Featherfall on them as they are descending, so they should be good.
That's if there's not a monster down there. You might
Well-
want to go check on them, my good friend.
That's what I'm heading to do now. We'll meet up with you guys in a bit. I'm sorry about the delay.
That's what he wanted, Ediar.
So is Ediar flying down?
Yep.
All right.
He swan dives into the depths.
10 out of 10.
So you swan dive, and Yaito looks over, and he's gonna make his way down as well, but he's gonna have to take his time doing so. So, Edyar, go ahead and move your character down below where everyone else is.
Damien looking up as this shadow comes from the light. I know he is not gorgeously descending down here. You
Light
son
behind
of
him.
a bitch! You dropped me!
I'm pretty sure you slipped.
Yeah, that was your roll.
I don't know, man. 1 minute I had it, and then it just, I don't know, felt like your chainmail was kind of slipping off your shoulder.
Why didn't you just grip the chainmail then?
I was trying. You don't seem to understand how scary it is from that height, while also trying to keep my cape in the wind. It's not easy multitasking, okay?
Are you two okay?
He's
Yeah,
talking to Asundra and Damien.
just dirty.
Yeah, I slowly landed on my butt.
So
Why
you
didn't you
hurt?
land on your feet instead?
Only my pride is hurt. It's okay.
Well, thanks for trying to save me. Assumed.
I did try.
No
This
move.
is true.
Alright, so I hope a Rancor is not down here.
Why would you say this?
He
So-
doesn't want to fight a Rancor.
Everyone,
I
make
know. Why
me-
would you curse us by saying something like this?
everyone go ahead and make me perception checks.
12.
19.
14.
Can I cut on a lantern? I'm the only person with no night vision.
All right. Isunda with an 8, Noma with a 14, Edyar with a 19, Damon with a 12. All right. So nobody. I should say, as you guys land and Edyar comes flying down, it's very dark down in these pits. You're not sure exactly where you're at or if there's even a way to get out. The area that you're standing, it seems to be fairly wide, though. You have room to walk, but from what it looks like you're all surrounded by parts of the mountain that these ruins were atop of. There's cracks in the ground. There's large boulders lying around. But you guys are looking around, and you can find basically that the area you're in is mostly just rocky terrain. You're not seeing anything that jumps out at you, really. But Edyar, you do notice something moving along underneath the ground towards the group. The ground beneath seems to be moving along with it as if something is burrowed beneath.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Watch out for that
no.
shark
Everyone,
again.
look
no.
out.
The rest
Something
of
is beneath
party,
us.
I'm sorry. The rest of the party doesn't see it, just you.
He's
Everyone,
telling us.
back up to the wall behind us. There's going to be something beneath us. Burrow.
What do you mean beneath us?
Like
What do you
that
mean?
land
What do you mean?
shark, Nomu.
Oh,
He kind of tries to cling to the wall.
All right, I need everyone to make me initiatives.
All right.
Actually, before you do that, though,
Oops.
oh, that's all right. Before you do that, though, let me roll. Pull out the turn order. Click on your icon before rolling. But I'll go ahead and add Nomu manually. Everyone else, go ahead.
Oh!
Ugh. Dude, I'm not rolling good at all today.
Oof. Damien, go ahead. Oof. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll initiative. 5. Okay.
So who's that for?
Not
Enemy.
Yaito.
All right.
Roll off.
And I'm going to roll. All right. NPC's got 21. Yaito, really. All right. So the turn order goes Yaito, Nomu, Isundra, Damien, Edyar, and then enemies. Edyar and enemies are tied. So, Edyar, what is your dex?
Wagex is a 2.
Okay.
No, that's my modifier. Yeah, it's the
that's what I
modifier.
meant. Your modifier. Okay. So, enemy will go last. So, with what's going on, Yaito is going to take a couple rounds to get down where you guys are, as he has to make his way down slowly. Yaito is up above, and he goes and he casts a familiar spell that he did prior episode, and this mist appears around him, and as he vanishes, he appears 30 feet down the pit, but he's kind of going along the side of the mountain or the side of the pit, being safe about it. It's going to take him a little bit to get to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't know he's coming, but he's coming.
Well, Edyar knows.
Edyar does know. Yaito did say he would be joining. It's just going to take him some time. He doesn't have wings. Nomu, you are up. You have been told by Edyar that there is something beneath. You just don't know exactly what it is yet.
All right, so I'm gonna roll my stealth and then move towards the wall. So,
Okay.
ooh.
All right.
Well, I'm just gonna move towards the wall.
All right. So you move towards the wall. All right.
Next to
Not
some
stealthily.
boulders.
All right. Sundra, you are up.
But we don't know where anything is right now, right?
You do not know. You just see you know there's movement. You just didn't see where the movement was. Ediar just shouted. You just have enough time to kind of quickly look around, but you don't know exactly where it's at yet. You just know something's coming. This would be your time to like cast a spell on yourself or something if you wanted to, or you can hold your turn and wait for it to show up.
Yeah, I don't really have any spells that work like without there being something to attack. So
Okay.
I don't even know where to stand. Can I stand on this rock that I'm next to?
Yeah, so you're standing next to this boulder that's about 10 feet high. You climb it
Yeah.
on top of that rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
And
that all
I'm
you
just
do?
gonna hold my spell, I guess.
Okay. Damien, you're up.
I don't know what's coming, but I don't have a good feeling. I already can't see, so I'm gonna put on my dazzling leather armor just in case.
Okay. Okay.
And can I also roll a stealth to try to get to the wall?
Yeah. By all means, please
All
do.
right, that ain't bad.
All right. So what part?
Damien,
Do you go next to Nomu or the other wall?
I'm gonna go. Ediar hasn't moved yet. I'd like to stay close to him since he can see, but I can see Nomu, so I'll go next to him.
All right. What is Ediar doing? And
Yeah.
Ediar can see where it's at, so I'm going to go ahead and say that Ediar sees it coming from over here. Ediar sees it coming from the north.
I'm going to cast Bless on the other three members, not on myself.
Okay.
So whenever they make an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, they can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack or saving throw.
Okay.
And then I'm going to position myself here, basically, with my shield out, cut my speed in half, go into 3/4 cover.
Okay. All right. So with that is now whatever the creature's turn is. And the creature begins to move towards the group. And it has a skill that knows where you guys are depending on where you're moving. And it senses several people going towards the wall. So that's exactly where it's going.
Damn it.
And it comes charging towards Ediar, Damien, and Nomu. As the sooner gets on the boulder, it kind of ignores her for now. And it gets close and it bursts from the ground right next to Ediar. This large creature is an earth elemental, and it reaches out with both of its hands, attacking Ediar from beneath, making 2 slam attacks against him. And your AC is an 18 or 19?
My AC, with me going to 3/4 cover, it is 21.
All right, I rolled an 18 plus its strength, so that will hit. Second attack will be a 15 plus, so that'll be a 23. So they both hit you.
Yikes.
So, Ediar, you see this giant, large stone or earth elemental burst from the ground. And the first slam that it does as it comes at you does 14 damage.
14.
The second comes around to do more damage to you for 9 damage.
Oof.
The rest of you see this large earth elemental just dig both of its stone hands into Ediar, damaging him with blunt, bludgeoning damage.
That son of a bitch.
Yaito is still making his way down. He's not down just yet, but he screams out, "Is everyone okay? I am on my way."
Make it fast!
And he takes another turn, making his way down. Nomu, you are up. You see the stone earth elemental just pound into Ediar with force. What do you do?
And Nomu gets offended by that, so he has his flail in his hand. Yes. Everybody forgot he had a flail. And he rushes towards the monster
Okay.
and attacks it. All right, let's throw some flail in there.
All right.
Oh yeah, there we are.
That will hit with a 21. So go ahead and do your flail damage.
Oh ye, 11.
11. Okay. Nomu rushes in with his flail and he slams the flail up against the elemental, and the elemental just takes the hit. But as it takes the hit, some of the rocks on its body begin to fall off, and it just looks at him without saying a word.
Eat that and such.
Okay, Ivy.
Are you doing anything else, or is that it?
No, I don't think I have any bonus action type shit.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Isundra, you see Nomu charge this earth elemental, and Ediar just takes a hit. What are you doing? You're standing on top of that 10-foot boulder.
I'm going to do.
Those are both my concentration rolls.
a
Okay, I was
spell.
wondering what those were for.
I'm gonna cast Hex.
Okay.
So I put a curse on him. I don't think you have to roll anything.
No, I'm pretty sure it's instant, and that just gives you additional damage to it, right?
Yeah, 1d6 necrotic damage whenever I hit it with an attack.
Okay.
And then it also does a disadvantage on ability checks with the chosen ability that I
Okay.
choose. So, I don't know. Let's do. Huh?
I was like, yeah, you can choose whatever you want. It's up to you.
Thank you. A constitution.
Constitute.
Constitute.
All right, so it has disadvantage on its constitution rolls while it is hexed.
Nice.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
I mean, that's all I can really do. So.
Okay.
Or
Damien.
no, damn. Wait. Hex is a bonus action.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can still make.
So I can still attack, right?
Yeah, as long as it's an action, not a bonus action spell.
Get in that ass.
So can you use your bonus action that way? Like, would Hex be on it? Like a.
Yeah. I allow you
Okay.
guys to use your bonus action first. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then I want to use Shatter on him. Obviously it's 10 feet, so I'm just gonna put it like on the side that Nomu and Ediar aren't on.
Yeah. You don't want to hit the others, so
Correct.
you cast it on the opposite side of the elemental.
Right, instead of fucking their shit up.
How courteous.
I know. I'm so nice.
Nice.
Oh, you have to make I think it's a con save. Yeah.
Oh, so he's at a disadvantage then.
Right. Yeah, my bad. I forgot that's how you hit him.
Okay, no, that's fine. 1 second. All right. So let me go ahead and roll twice for it. What does it have to beat?
15.
Okay, so at disadvantage, it's at a 15. So it beats. Does it take half damage then with
Yeah,
that,
I
or?
think so. That's stupid, Ryan. Why'd you do that?
Hey, you saw the roll.
Yeah, half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
And then I still have to do the.
Go ahead and do your damage. All right. So thunder damage. So.
But wait, how did I get a fucking 6? Is that serious? I rolled
I
like
thought-
shit. Look at that. A 1, a 3, and a 2.
Yep.
You got me fucked up. All right. And
I'm
then
gonna
1d6.
allow you to go ahead and
Oh, wait, how do I do this? Slash.
Yeah.
The slash R?
Yeah.
I'm acting like it's a subreddit over here. At least that's a 5. Fuck.
So 11 thunder damage, and it succeeded its save. So as you make your thunderous attack with Shatter, it hits the backside of the stone elemental, and even though it succeeded its save, Isunra can see a large chunk of its back just gets blown off of it,
Ew.
and it kind of makes this groan.
So he's not happy.
He's not happy.
Oops.
So that's pretty good. Damien, you are up.
All right, bitch. So I'm not. I like to stay where I am for now. So I'm gonna shoot with my short bow,
Okay.
and that'll hit.
That will definitely hit.
Not 20 each. For 9 damage.
All right. So you rolled a 20. It wasn't a nat 20, but you rolled a 20.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I see
And-
20 and I just get overzealous. I
If-
usually am a
If it's
failure.
a green 20, that means you rolled a nat 20. If the number's green. So Damien shoots a short bow and hits the earth elemental for 9 damage. The bow goes flying and it pierces the earth elemental, but it doesn't seem to do much damage.
Okay, and as a bonus action, I'd like to lend Master of Tactics to Ediar, so he gets advantage on his next attack.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Ediar.
Try to transport me. It's the least I can do.
All right, Ediar, you're up.
Ediar is going to use inflict wounds on the targets.
Okay.
Uh,
Is that a DC saving or is that just a hit?
it's a hit.
Okay.
So I get advantage. 1d20 plus 6.
That will hit. That definitely hits.
It'll be 3d10 necrotic damage.
All right. 14 damage. Nice. You see Ediar touches the earth elemental and necrotic energy bursts through it, damaging it from within. Some of the rocks on the outside of its body begin to crumble a bit, but it's still standing. Perfect. It is now the the earth elemental's turn, and it screeches out from the thunderous damage from Shatter as its backside has been torn apart, and it looks around, but it swings its arms down at Nomu now.
Aye!
Nomu, what is your AC?
15.
All right, you are able to dodge the large fish that comes down.
Oh,
And
dang.
other fist comes down at Ediar as well, trying to finish you off with a roll of 21. That hit?
That'll hit.
Okay. Oof, it's rolling high on you, buddy. And it's going to do 11 plus 5 damage.
Oh,
We need
16.
Yep.
Pass my thing again.
All right. And the earth elemental stands its ground, and it seems to see that it is beating down Ediar, and it's going to keep doing so until he is become nothing but a bloody pulp, bloody mess on the ground.
This dude's a savage.
And let's see here. It's Yaito's turn. All right. So Yaito is finally able to make his way down into the pit, and he comes flying down. Well, not flying down, but he casts a spell, and you see he appears this misty, like this gray mist slowly begins to form, and he appears out of thin air onto the pit, and he looks around, and he sees that the elemental just walloped Ediar as hard as it could, and he's like, oh my goodness. Misty Step is a bonus action, so he still has his action. He shoots out this flaming bird from his hands to try and hit the stone element or the earth elemental, and he's able to hit it for 5 damage, fire damage. It is Nomu's turn.
Nomu's getting tired of the earth elemental attacking Ediar, so he draws a symbol in midair.
Blade Ward!
All right.
So he has resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, and
Action Surge!
gonna swing that flail again.
That will hit. The
Awesome.
flail hits.
4 damage.
How about you focus on me?
Nomu swings his flail at the earth elemental, and as he hits it, Nomu just can tell from the damage he's doing, the flail just doesn't seem to be doing much. It
Damn.
still ignores Nomu. Isundra.
Guess that didn't work super great, but I kind of want to do it again.
The shatter.
Yeah. You gotta beat my thing.
Okay. Oh, oh wait, no wonder.
What? Oh, he did 1d0.
It fails.
Good.
It fails its saving throw.
You have advantage. Are you sure you don't want to roll again? Really, Junko?
It's at disadvantage, right?
I mean,
it's gonna fail
I
regardless.
know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast this at like a 2nd level. That's what I
Okay.
can do. Which means I do something. Where's it at? Higher levels, when you cast a spell, the damage increases by 1d8. Okay.
So you rolled 13 plus your d8 for 2 damage, and then your hex added another 4 damage.
Yes.
So you strike the earth elemental again with your shatter spell, and you see the shoulders and its back burst open with stone flying all over, and parts of it begin to crumble, but it's still standing. But Isundra can tell that whatever she's doing, it is doing major damage to the earth elemental. All right, so
Get fucked.
it is
I'm
Damien's
sorry.
turn.
Get
unless
fucked.
moving.
Enough talk, even though I haven't talked that much. All right. So, in an attempt to get more damage, cutting action. All right. So, short sword of flames kiss, the rapier, and I'm thinking
Alright.
the short sword hits, but not the rapier.
Rapier is going to bounce right off of the earth elemental, but your short sword of Flame's Kiss hits it.
Okay.
All right, so you do 7 physical damage and 6 fire damage. And as you stab the earth elemental with your short sword of Flame's Kiss, you can tell that the short sword pierces the earth elemental rather easily, more so than your rapier for some reason. Do 11 damage total.
Can I disengage as my bonus action?
If you have your
It's an extra skill for me. I forget what
yeah,
it's called.
if you
I
use
don't
that
have.
skill, yeah, you can.
Yes, I'm gonna go back to where I was because I don't trust him.
Okay.
That'll end my turn. Yaito has to do work. He's missed half of this.
All right. Ediar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use a level 2 Cure Wounds on myself for my action.
Okay.
Excuse me. So it'll be 2d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier. So 2d8 plus 6. So heal myself for 19. And then as a bonus action, do I have anything I want to do? Not particularly.
Okay.
Nope, nothing for a bonus action. I'm just gonna hunker down and try to survive for now. Let someone else finish them.
All right. So the earth elemental looks around and it sees Isundra and it just glares at her, and she seems to be the one doing the most amount of damage to it. So it focuses on her and it charges at her, giving Ediar and Nomu an attack of opportunity on it as it's charging.
Get that thing before it gets me. Please.
I haven't had a chance to switch my weapon yet, so I still got the flail.
Yep. So go ahead and make your attack of opportunity if you want to.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
So you double damage.
He avenged that last
What,
week
just roll
flail.
twice?
Yep.
Hmm.
All right.
Oh, it already does that for you. Okay, so 6 and 6.
Yep. All right. And Ediar, are you attacking?
Yes. I have disadvantage because of my shield, so.
Oh. All right. So Ediar is not able to hit, but Nomu swings as hard as he can, laying a crit, doing double damage. But it does not stop the stone elemental. It keeps charging at Isundra as Rock.
Nomu cut his legs off.
And
Give it time.
Isundra sees this large stone creature or elemental just charging at her in full force, and it takes both of its hands, swinging them both down.
Oh, run!
First hit, I rolled an 18. Second hit, I rolled a 1. So you get hit by 1.
How do you know what my AC is?
I just know.
It's
You have a
16.
higher- yeah, exactly. So the only hit that hits you, so I rolled, let's see, 9, 10, 11. 16 damage.
Oh!
I'm glad I healed and didn't attempt to attack and anger it, because that would have killed me.
So
Wait, how much damage?
16.
Oh.
Yaito, seeing it charge at Isundra, he holds both of his hands out as he shoots this flaming energy out of his hands that forms into this tiger, and the tiger jumps onto the back of the elemental to scratch at its back, and Yaito's able to hit for 8 damage, fire damage. It is now Nomu's turn.
Nomu's going to switch to his righteous greatsword. He's going to use his feline agility to try to get in between the earth elemental and Asundra.
Okay.
He's doing his limit break. He's jumping. He's just going to come down with the greatsword.
All right, so go ahead and roll.
Let's see.
Braver!
All right, so with a 16, unfortunately, you are not able to hit.
No!
It comes down, and your sword digs into it, but not enough to damage it.
Could have
Thank you
flailed
for
his
trying,
ass.
Momu. As I like got punched in the face, I
You
look
need,
all
a,
fucked
you need a
up.
17 to hit it. I'm going to
Damn.
say that right now. Alrighty, Sundra, you're up. I need you to make me, concentration. If you have any spells that you were doing concentration-wise, I don't think you did.
No. I don't think. Let me make sure Hex. I don't know. Oh, yeah. That's a concentration.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a concentration.
Wait, didn't Eddie cast Bless on all of us? Does that give you +1 or anything?
That's 1d4.
1d4.
Roll. I'll let you use it.
Oh.
Sundra hasn't done anything yet.
I'm at that D4, goddammit.
No right.
Give me that D4. Oh, where's that?
He's
There it is.
I'll let you do it since the Sundra hasn't done anything yet. Alright, so you do hit.
Nice.
Ah! Alright, what was my damage on this damn thing?
I went Super Saiyan to hit it.
2d6 + 4. Bam!
Nice.
Alright, so for 10 damage, you're able to hit, and you're able to cut deep into the earth elemental. And as you cut deep into it, some more of its rocky body begins to fall apart, but it's still standing strong.
Aver!
Now it's Isundra's turn.
Okay. So I gotta roll a constant. Is
Concentrate.
it con save?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, you're able to make it.
Cool. Well, I think I used all my shit, so I gotta Eldritch Blast it. Oh, I didn't hit. That's a 10.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit.
I got too excited.
Give us the melty brain shit we deserve.
I know, I'm trying.
And with the elemental being so up close on Isundra after hitting her, she's just not able to get herself together after that.
Yeah, I probably got like a black eye. My fucking teeth got knocked out.
Damien,
My own blood is on my little fur jacket that I made.
right.
You son of a bitch!
Damien?
All right, I'm back like cooked crack. I'm running up. I was scared, but at this point, he is out of control. So I'm gonna wield both weapons again, and ooh,
Oof.
So
So,
with that contrasting numbers.
yeah.
right?
The rapier pierces the elemental, but the short sword of Flame's Kiss does not. And your rapier, as you pierce it, you dig deep into it, but for some reason you get the feeling it's not hurting it as much as it should be.
Oh, bastard! Damien pulls the sword back out. A waste.
Ediar?
It is time to end this fight.
Weak.
AR sneaks up behind it. Gonna use a level 2 inflict wounds.
Okay.
Oh! No!
No!
To spell!
Why
Ediar
does your
rolls
mic
a
sound
9.
so crackly?
So it's crackling. I think it's the internet.
Okay.
Alright, so Ediar is not able to hit it with a 9. Doing anything else, Ediar?
ADR is not doing anything else.
Okay, it is now the elemental's turn, and it looks down at Isundra, and it raises both of its arms.
No,
Swings
please.
down.
I should have moved.
The first hit will miss.
Oh.
The second hit, however, will hit
Oh, I peed my pants.
for 15 damage.
I got 5 HP left, y'all.
Gaito sees that the elemental is just beating the shit out of Isundra. And he takes both of his hands and he shoots out another flaming tiger that jumps onto the elemental face.
The bird, not the tiger.
And as he shoots the fire tiger out, before it reaches it, the elemental swings its hand and it knocks the flame apart. Tiger does nothing. He's not able to hit it. And Nomu, it is your turn.
Nomu's gonna pretend this earth elemental is Griffith, and he's going for that side swing.
Griffin.
Griffith! Sorry. Griffith! That's that 21 for you.
That will hit. Do your damage.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do just that. Hiya! 7.
For 7 damage, you're able to cut midway through the elemental, and as you cut midway through, it slowly begins to crumble even more. Its large body weakening. It is weakened, but it's still up.
Fight me, damn it!
Isundra.
I mean, I'm fucked either way, right? So, well, am I? What I got? I mean, I got a potion. Now I'm gonna try to hit it. I feel like it's almost dead.
Okay.
I hope so.
Eldritch Blast. You give it that melty brain shit, and that will hit.
Oh, I forgot to roll my con save real quick to know if Hex is gonna give me.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make your concentration yet.
Oh, nope, that's over.
You failed
Oh.
your concentration, so your hex goes away. It fizzles out, but you still shoot it with Eldritch Blast with 7 damage. How do you end it?
Nice.
Yes! I shoot Eldritch Blast out of my hands, and I'm like, Nomu, thank you for saving me once again. And I like Kamehameha it. Eldritch Blast!
You gotta lift the foot.
Sundra
Yeah.
puts one foot back, and she Kamehas the Eldritch Blast into the face of the
Into his eyeball
Earth Elemental.
to melt the brain.
And the Eldritch Blast flies into its skull, and the head explodes. And as the Elemental's head explodes, all of the rest of its body crumbles into the ground, leaving nothing but pebbles and dust beneath it.
Jeez.
You've destroyed the Earth Elemental, and as you do so, all around you, you don't hear anything else coming your way. And Yaito he puts his forehead or his hand onto his forehead and wipes the sweat off of it. Oh, I thought you all were goners. I am happy to see you are all safe.
Yeah,
Another
I'm pretty
monster hunted.
deadly it hurts, so.
So what? You just jumped down here unscathed?
I used what is called Misty Step.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wow, must be nice. But hey, when I was flying in the air, did I look cool?
You did not look very cool. Your
Damien
cloak,
rushes up to
however,
him and
your purple cloak, however, looked fascinating.
go on.
But you yourself looked like you were about to pee your pants.
Enough out of you. What we need to do is figure out what's down here. Can I roll to investigation and kind of
Yes.
look around? Okay.
Yes, you.
Ooh.
Damn.
Wow, so you had a 20 on your investigation. As Damien begins to look around the pit, she finds that there are several little crevices into the walls around you all. And she finds that there's little entranceways all around you guys that you can go through. So I will go ahead and reveal these areas. One moment as I reveal.
Now loading.
Now loading. You find that there are 3 separate ways that you can go that lead all around. Here, let's see here. All right. So there's 3 pathways you can take, one going north, one going southeast, and another going west. And you find nothing else that is of danger at this moment. And everyone can hear a very faint sound coming from above. You would assume it's Camrose, but you can't really tell what he said. He's yelling down the pit. You just hear this echoing.
Ah, he's probably laughing at us.
Fuck 'em. If there's treasure down here, we'll be the first to get it. But they'll have the treasure at the top. Does anyone else think they did this on purpose? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being paranoid.
Are you saying they blew out the bridge?
After they crossed it, possibly. Don't ever admit to it. But we just need to stay on our toes.
Yaito looks around. Do we wish to climb back up, or do you all prefer that we look around down here?
There's
Yeah,
probably
why not?
another exit down here. We should look around.
Yeah, we might as well see if there's anything of benefit to us before we hike back up.
Okay.
Well,
Oof. Isundra with an investigation of 6.
I'm fucked up. I got 5 HP left. I'm like on one knee. That Kamehameha was all my energy. It's like spirit bomb.
All right, so Isundra has an investigation of 6. Namu with a 9. You guys don't really see anything that comes out at you. But Damien, well, no, you'd have to make a new investigation check for this.
Okay. Let's see. Don't fail me. Yeah, you failed me.
Oof.
Oh,
6. And Ediar, are you doing any?
Yes, y'all do one.
All right. So in the western room, Ediar is able to kind of look around, and he sees in the western crevice area of the pit, he notices there is a small wooden chest against the wall right there.
I'm going to open it and look and see what's inside.
All right, make me a dex saving throw.
Ah,
I'm so weak.
All right, so you made a dex save of 12. You failed. As you open the chest, fire shoots out at you.
whoa!
For 3d6 damage.
Oh!
13 damage.
You know what? I'm done, Ryan.
Fire shoots out of the chest, hitting Ediar for 13 damage. There was a trap in the chest. Are you
Oh.
standing, Ediar?
I'm still standing. I healed myself that one time, so.
Okay. So you take the full force of fire for 13 damage, and as you do so, you take a minute to compose yourself, and you look into the chest, and you find in the chest there is a mace.
A mace, you say?
Yes, there is a silvered mace sitting there in the chest.
Edior will equip this silvered mace. Actually, don't we already have this?
Yeah, I think you already had. Didn't we silver him, or did you silver yours?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Wow, Ryan, way to give stuff we already have.
Shouldn't be
silver-
burning your hand.
It's a silvered mace, but there might be an additional attribute to it. You don't know yet.
It's not burning your hands or anything.
It just does extra damage to me, I think.
You
I
don't
think
you don't feel uncomfortable holding it.
it's just a mace, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been sitting on a joke. It's inappropriate at this time, but I really wanted to say something. That box was burning. Get it?
Oh,
Eddie, are you okay? I should have asked sooner.
Yeah, I'm fine. I burnt my face a bit, but I'm good.
Still have your eyebrows.
Weak.
I think half of one.
He doesn't have any hair, so.
I mean, we could at least keep it if it's worth anything. Try to sell it.
Yep.
I might be able to use it and get it inspected later. Here,
All right. So after you take the silvered mace, you guys look at the other two areas, I'm assuming.
mm-hmm.
But in the other two areas, there's nothing else really down here in the pits. Nothing that is of interest. So you assume,
Can
right?
I drink my potion?
Yeah.
I'm also going to drink this potion I've had on me for forever.
All right. So go ahead and drink your potion.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Two. Oh, Jesus.
All right. Sundra heals for 9.
Yeah.
Ediar heals for 6. And as you guys are kind of inspecting the other crevices and other rooms, again, nothing stands out. There's no other chest or box or anything of interest. No other monsters or creatures. But as this is going on, a rope drops down, hitting the ground, and you don't hear anything other than the echoing.
I almost want you to send Imara up there to see if they've already looked through the fucking shit and took all the good stuff. Bastards.
Yaito, though,
Too far.
sees the rope hit the ground, and he walks over to it and he grabs it and he pulls on it. Over here, it looks like they dropped a rope for us. It seems safe enough. We should all climb.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they couldn't drop the rope during the battle to help, but, you know, that's nice and all.
What if it's some kind of trick and it turns into a snake?
Oh, God. I'll climb first so you guys can break my fall if the rope gives.
Let's not joke around about snakes. I do not like this.
Oh, God.
That's your kryptonite?
It is my natural, yes, kryptonite.
You know what kryptonite is, dog?
Right.
I do not understand the word kryptonite, but I assume it's bad, so I assume yes. It is my kryptonite, right?
Ryan is like, do not fucking talk about snakes.
Yaito does not enjoy slithery creatures.
Give me that rope.
One time, I was drinking tea, and a snake came slithering into my home in Yuma. It scared me so much, I jumped out the window. My girlfriend at the time laughed at me. It was very embarrassing. She had to take the snake out of my home. And she said, ha ha ha, Yaito, you're
She
so
said, "Ha, ha,
funny because you have all the powers. But yet you are running away from little snake. Ah,
That's a horror story.
it's indeed a horror story. So let us hope the rope does not turn into a snake, or I will be very, very angry.
I'll just eat the snake. That's okay.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
you will eat it, and I will stand behind you while you do so.
Give me the rope.
Here, this is yours.
I got 20 feet climb speed anyway.
All right, so if everyone's going to climb the rope, everyone needs to make me a check. We have to see if anyone falls. Skill
Athletics.
check using athletics.
I told y'all to let me climb first so y'all can break my fall.
Everyone is able to make it except Damien. Damien jumps onto the rope, and before he even gets far, he falls and hits the ground. Not enough, though. Not enough to really hurt himself, but he isn't able to keep grip. And Yaito looks over at Damien. Damien, it is not a snake. It is okay.
Shut up, Yaito.
It's okay. Give me your hand. Let's go. I will assist you.
Fine, but no funny business. Don't touch the cape. He grabs his hand.
All right, make me another strength saving throw or athletics. All right, you're able to make it up. And I'm just going to make you guys do 2 checks. You're halfway up the pit. So everyone make me another athletics saving throw. You're about 35 feet up.
You know what?
All right.
Damien really hates climbing.
As you guys are all climbing, everyone is able to climb with ease. Halfway there, Damien's hands begin to sweat and he slips. Make me a dexterity saving throw, Damien, to see if you're able to catch it on.
Ugh, you got sweaty hands.
I know.
Who's
Damien-
ahead of Damien?
Yaito at this point. Damien is last at this point. Yaito was up above. As Damien's hand slips, Yaito reaches down and grabs Damien's other hand. You're able to grab onto him, and Yaito looks down at him. Do not worry, Damien. I have your back. I may not be Rogar, but I am Yaito of Earth Sky.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's
Nice
okay.
to have you
We
here.
will enjoy tea once we get up there.
We'll also enjoy never speaking of this again.
What's going on down there?
Nothing. We're coming.
So everyone's able to finally make it up, and I'm going to go ahead and move everyone back up onto the map. And you all climb the rope, and you're now on the other side of the bridge with Camaros and Yaviris. And at this point, Camaros just looks at you guys, and he has this large grin on his face. Well. Seems like you're all safe after all. Good to see you're all alive. The treasure would have been all of ours if you guys died down there. But glad to see you're okay. Elroy's at the other end of the bridge. He's yelling, "Oh my gosh! I thought you guys were all dead meat! Oh my goodness! I almost drank all of your flask!"
Damien snatches it. What? He starts shaking it.
Well, he's on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, shit.
You got mage hand or something?
Right. I got overzealous. Listen, Damien's squinting his eyes. I don't know. He's still standing. He couldn't have drank that much.
I drank a little bit.
What's a little bit? Like a full gulp? Like you tipped it back and went gunk and gunk? Or you went...
I went gunk and gunk.
Damn it. We're
You guys
coming.
okay? Are you okay?
No.
God damn it.
My pride's hurt. My knees are scuffed. My cape is dirty.
Oh, well, at least you're still alive. I'll still be here on the other side. You guys, good luck. And all around you, you guys see the dead goblinoids, the dead goblins and bugbears lying there. Aviris is sitting down, and as she's sitting down, you see she's sitting on one of her zombies that's leaned over, and she's sitting on its back, and she's going through a couple pages in this book that she has as she's sitting on her zombie. The zombies are all 4s. There's other 2 zombies. They're all bugbear zombies. The other 2 are kind of standing around keeping guard. And Camrose begins to pull his rope back up that he had dropped for you guys. And he looks over at the rest of you. Well, I hope you guys aren't going to be pulling stunts like that once we're in the ruins. I thought you all were capable of these things, but I guess not. I'm just joking.
Did we die?
No, you didn't, but you fell. If it wasn't for your angel-winged friend over there, you probably would have fallen to your death.
The point is we didn't die, right? So we are completely capable.
You couldn't have sent some undead down there, like some of these reincarnated whatever bears, to help us? It's not like if they fell, they would have actually died for the first time or anything. Or was that too much to ask?
Wait, how did you guys get across?
With
We already
skills, of
explored this.
course.
That's the same answer they gave the first time.
That's stupid.
Aviris just yawns as she's...
I want to see the checks, the skill checks.
Camrose finally gets his rope up and he starts putting it in his bag, and he begins to walk back towards the southern end, towards the stone-like stairs that are leading up towards the Galbury Keep Ruins, and he looks back at the rest of you. Well, you guys were pretty late. We ended up slaughtering these poor goblinoids, and my partner over here ended up, as you can tell, summoned a few of them to be meat shields for us before we go in. So what do y'all say? Ready to go into these ruins and see what's deep in there?
Sure.
What time is it?
Well, you guys were arriving, what'd I say? It was about mid-afternoon or something like that. We'll just say it's mid-afternoon. You guys were only in the pit for probably about 30 minutes at tops. So it's still mid-afternoon-ish. Sun's still out. Aviris is looking through her book, and she just shuts it and looks at the rest of you. Well, if we're all prepared to go, then let us go.
Would we be able to take a 1 hour short rest?
That's what I was gonna say. That's why I asked what time it was.
You guys can take a short rest if you'd like. Avira or
They're not gonna like that, but
Camrose just looks at the rest of you. I'm all for resting. What the heck? Let's take a rest here, you know? Seems like you guys need it. Poor saps.
score. Short
I
rest
just need
counts
a
as a
drink.
long rest.
Yeah, so you guys can take a short rest.
How long of a short rest? Because that actually matters, Felicia.
I don't know.
4
I
hours.
just
short
assumed we
rest.
were talking about a short rest, not like
4
a.
hours would be a short rest.
Was it because
Damn.
they have for one of her skills, she gets her spell slots back with a 1 hour short rest, and then a 4 hour short rest for her equals a full rest for her, basically.
Yeah.
So she'll get a full rest with a half rest. We're doing 4 hours, half rest.
So
Yeah,
it's
sure.
nighttime right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
It's perfect time to go in.
the
So we're
righteous-
wait, are we still like kind of on the other side of the bridge outside of?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
kind
we
of
set up camp.
you kind of set up camp where the goblinoids set camp up. So you kind of just took their camp.
Damien's yelling across the bridge. Throw my flask!
You probably lose that flask.
Elroy goes, "Are you sure? It's really windy. It might get lost in the pit."
You can't tie the bottle to like an arrow and shoot that shit over here.
I can. You want me to try? It's potentially gonna get lost, but I'll do it if that's what you want.
You've proven reliable with an arrow. I need a drink.
Okay, 1 second.
You know we didn't make it across the gap, right?
Damien
Make-
quietly praying.
He gets his short bow and he
Oh God.
he wraps a little bit of rope around the flask and the arrow or the bolt, and he aims it. Are you sure about this?
Please don't drop it. Please don't drop it. Yes! Please don't drop it.
He shoots it,
He dropped it.
and he with a 7. As it goes flying over the bridge, the wind picks up the bolt, and it goes flying the opposite way of where you are into the darkness of the pit.
Oh.
And
Damien,
Elroy goes,
That's on you,
Sorry.
Damien. You can't blame Elroy.
Damien
Don't worry,
turns his
Elroy.
Damien turns his back to the bridge as the wind takes his cape. He walks away in silence.
The dramatic turn, right?
Elroy drops to his knees. I'm sorry, Damien. There was nothing. I did my best.
Is Damien crying? Can I do like a perception check to see if Damien's crying?
I mean, yeah, if you want.
I do want.
Damn.
Isundra can see every emotion on Damien's face. Whether-
Damien's chin's doing the meatball.
Oh God.
Oh my god, I knew she would be sad, or he would be sad, but I did not know it was going to be this serious.
That was the last memory I had of Marvin, the scotch I stole. I guess that was a sign. It's time to let him go. He betrayed me, yes, but I need to move on.
Yaito walks over to Damien and holds a little cup of tea.
But it's not the same.
Here
Okay,
you
so
go,
get
my
out of there.
friend. I am sorry you lost your flask, but maybe this cup of black tea will help you.
I just need a minute.
I understand. Take your time.
I think you guys might want to keep him away from me. At least until we get to the next town. I don't know how I'm gonna react. He did what I asked. He was a good friend, but he just should have been better. He should have been better. You're
Camrose,
smiling on the inside, aren't you, Eddie R? This is really fucking funny, huh?
Just a little bit.
Eddie, I was like, maybe you should reconsider being an alcoholic.
You guys know how I get when I don't drink. This is on you. Damien walks away.
Isindra leans over to Camrose. This is really not good. When she doesn't drink, she does some pretty crazy stuff. Like one time she shook down this priest and took his money.
he raises an eyebrow. Oh, is that right? He takes out a flask and he holds it up towards Damien. Hey, would you like a drip of this?
Oh God.
There's more
side-eyeing that
blood.
shit.
There's more blood in Damien's face than anyone's seen all day. What's in there?
I wouldn't.
He has this large grin and he just takes a sip from his flask. Delicious Scotch neat.
Oh God.
Damien slowly walks over.
Damien would be so easy to poison.
He grabs it. Can I make some type of investigation or like smelling it to kind of see what's actually in there?
I mean,
I'm
he did
assuming
take
the
a drink.
flask isn't see-through.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation.
Sniff it.
Damien sniffs into the flask with a roll of 19. He knows the smell. He knows it is exactly what Camrose said it was.
Scotch neat.
A good man you are. I talk my shit down in that hole. I'll admit it.
Camrose just has this large grin. You guys are a funny bunch. You know, because you survived that, go ahead and take a free swig. I'll allow it. All right, now I said free swig. Get it back to me.
It's dripping down his chin. Oh, I thought you said swigs, plural. I didn't hear. Sorry.
Damn you, man. What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Have some class.
What's that?
You're a damn fool. Give it back to me.
Oh, you don't
Damien's-
understand that.
Damien's
Damien's the
smiling.
one with class. It's Desiree.
Who? Oh, yeah, her. It's been a while, huh?
Camrose takes his flask. He just puts it, he bottles it back up and puts it into his bag. Jeez, what's wrong with you?
That's good
Try
shit,
to be
man.
nice, and this is what you do? Come on.
What? Listen, when we go back to a bar, 2 drinks on me. Maybe even 3.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, of course.
Let's make it 4 and we'll be even.
Okay.
Very well. 4 drinks on you. For me. Don't worry, Avirus doesn't drink much. You just have to get me the drink.
Yeah, I have no intention on helping her. She could care less about me.
This is true.
I almost died 3 times today. She hasn't blinked.
No, I haven't.
Breathing.
Well, I mean, while we're resting here, so what exactly kind of treasure are you really looking for in these ruins? You mentioned something particular before. I just don't remember exactly what it was.
We need rings.
I forget. Oh, thank you, Adia.
You need a ring. What kind of ring are you looking for? How do you know there's a ring in there?
Because
We
you
have
hear a
some-
story. Everyone tells stories.
We have some knowledge that from a source that's somewhat reliable. And we were required to get a ring, and we just don't know exactly what it looks like.
You don't reveal your sources. You know what I mean? It's like a news channel. You can't tell people where the source came from.
Camrose just rubs his chin, and he just, I see. Must be a powerful ring if it's or something that's worth a lot of gold, if you know what I mean, if you're looking for the specific ring.
What did
Me,
it
however,
Nothing of that
mean
nature.
it's worth anything?
well, regardless, I guess whatever we find, we're splitting it 50-50, so I guess I can't complain too much. I don't really care what's in there. I just know there's a bunch of treasures down in these ruins. You guys do know how old this place is, right?
No.
No, go ahead and tell us.
That's not really my cup of tea, but I can tell you it's over 500 years old. And as Camrose is talking, Avirus corrects him. Over 200,000, or I'm sorry, over 2,000 years old. You mean not 500? I said over 500, Avirus. You have to be more specific. It's over 2,000 years old, before Lande was even a nation. Here she goes again, goddamn nerd. Telling you, can't talk about any stories without her correcting me.
I mean, you do
Goddamn
need to
you.
be accurate.
So you're some kind of scholar?
No, she's the EDR of our group. Her group. Every group needs one. Not saying it's a bad thing.
At Nomu. Yes, I am, you can call me somewhat of a scholar, a treasure hunter of sorts. I did mention that I seek knowledge deep within these ruins of historical value. These ruins here are more than 2,000 years old. Before the nation of Lande was even created, these ruins stood up. Do you all know the story behind the Galbury Keep Ruins?
No, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell me.
I might have heard it in a bar once, but I can't really recall.
Elroy mentioned a brief little glimpse of what happened to the ruins. He mentioned that there was a red dragon that destroyed it long ago. And you guys remember the name Xandos of the Raging Fire was the one that did it. But Avirus just chuckles slightly. Well,
Hold up. Ryan, is there gonna be a fucking dragon in here?
I don't know. We'll see.
That's a
You
good
got me
question.
fucked up. Can
Very
I
good
roll to see
question.
if there's a fucking dragon in here?
I wanted to ask that, but I didn't want to be too pointed.
Avirus just chuckles slightly.
Tell me if there's a dragon in here. I got a 21.
Make an investigation check, and all you can see is the area around you and the entrance towards the ruins going up those stone steps. You don't know what's inside the ruins.
You got me fucked up, Ryan.
Swell.
Avirus, though, with an investigation check of 21, she's going to kind of chuckle at your thoughts of there possibly being a dragon. And she goes, yes, the legends have it that the Galbury Keep Ruins, long ago, was destroyed by the red dragon known as Xandos of the Raging Fire. That is what everyone knows here on Tirister. Very common knowledge. Very few people, though, understand exactly what the Galbury Keep Ruins were. Do you all know back before the time of us mortals, back in the time of dragons, in a time of the gods and goddesses, what stood here on the land of Tirister?
Imara is on my shoulder and listening intently. She's being very adorable.
We're about to traverse these Galbury Keep Ruins, a place that no other adventurer or treasure hunter has left.
Okay, I didn't know this part.
No one else that we know of has survived traversing these ruins. Every adventurer that has seeked fame, fortune, have all gone missing deep within these ruins. It is going to be dangerous, and it's going to be filled with, who knows, creatures from 2,000 years ago. I wish to know exactly what's deep within these ruins, back before we mortals were the main thing that happened on these lands. Do you all know of the dragon lords and the gods, the war between the dragons, back before our time? Do any of you know of the story of the dragon?
Yes, I know a bit.
I mean, Noma would probably learn some of it since he speaks Draconic.
Make me history checks, everybody.
Okay. But this would be like some people kind of know about, right?
Yeah.
Damn, nat 20.
Like not a lot, but
Yes.
well, I got a nat 20 on my other roll if I had advantage.
Damien with a
But I
13,
don't.
Nomu with a critical 20 up to a 23, Ediar with a 20, Isundra with a 13. So all of you know the basic story between the war that
But
took
Nomu
place
knows a lot.
on Tirish, but Nomu is going to know a little bit more about the great
And
war
Ediar.
between the dragon lords and the gods and goddesses. Ediar and Nomu, you guys know almost all of the story she's telling. Damien and
The rich kid
Isundra,
knows.
Damien and Isundra, you get up to the point where you knew about the dragon lords and the gods and goddesses, but that's about as much as you know. Nomu and
Everyone
Ediar,
knows this to be a fact, right? Like it's not like a religious thing where they're like,
Yes,
I think
it's a
maybe
fact.
this happens. Okay.
It is definitely a fact. Ediar and Nomu are going to know all the details, whereas the other two, you know up to the point about the dragon lords teaming up with some gods and goddesses at one point. But Avirus continues with the story, the history of Tirister, and she explains to you all that back before the mortals took over Tirister, there was a time that the great primordial goddess known as Reverie, it is what the world is called, Reverie. You guys live in the world of Reverie, Tirister being the continent.
feel like we should know that.
Yeah, you definitely know that. Before its time of the mortals on Tyrstar, Reverie, the primordial goddess, created the land of Tyrstar as a place for mortals to thrive, whether it be orcs, elves, half-elves, humans, dwarves, whatever. The land was created specifically for the mortals to consume and do whatever they pleased with, whether it be good or bad. This primordial goddess known as Reverie created several gods and goddesses, which you all know to be of the Octatic Divine, which is also one of Ediar's goddesses that he follows, Solaris. You know that the Octatic Divine gods and goddesses came from Reverie, as well as the Vile Seven, or also known as the Heptatic Evils. Those 7 gods and goddesses, also along with the 8 gods and goddesses that form the Octatic Divines, all come from Reverie. When Reverie created the land of Tyrstar, she allowed these gods and goddesses to watch over the lands and to allow the mortals to do whatever they pleased, whether it be good or bad. Reverie didn't care what the mortals did, as long as they did it on the land of Tyrstar. There was another so-called primordial known as Tiamat. Tiamat was the dragon goddess that the dragons followed. Tiamat saw other things that could be done with this land of Tyrstar. So she sent her dragon lords to take it over and to destroy everything about it. But the dragon lords that followed Reverie teamed up with the other gods and goddesses. Even the evil gods and goddesses also worked with these dragon lords to fight off the other dragon lords that followed Tiamat. So it was basically a war between the dragon lords that followed Tiamat and the dragon lords that followed Reverie, as well as the gods and goddesses under Reverie. So during this time, 2,000 plus years ago, the mortals at the time created this Galbury Keep Ruins as a fortress to watch over the northern area of what is now known as Londe, from sea creatures to other dragon lords to whatever. However, the red dragon lord known as Xandos destroyed the Galbury Keep Ruins during its time. However, it is widely known that during the destruction of the Galbury Keep Ruins, it is heavily tied to the fact that this is exactly the place where the goddess Solaris, goddess of the sun, and the god Armas, the god of strength, teamed up to do battle against Xandos, the red flaming dragon lord. It is known that Solaris and Armas were about to lose the battle against Xandos. However, they received aid from another dragon, which the stories have it that they killed Xandos where he landed into the Greythorn Forest, or what is now known as the Greythorn Forest. However, history knows that none of the dragon's remains have ever been found. Avirus believes that there is knowledge of Xandos and what happened here 2,000 plus years ago deep within the ruins, and she wishes to uncover exactly why Xandos attacked the Galbury Keep Ruins. She wants to dig further deep into these ruins to see if this story is true or if there's something else hidden deep within the ruins. So, you basically all know that the dragon lords fought each other. Some teamed up with Tiamat, some teamed up with the gods and goddesses of Tyrstar. But all you do know, though, is after the end of everything that went down, Tiamat's dragon lords ended up losing against the dragon lords that followed Reverie. The gods and goddesses took over Tyrstar, which is why the mortals now follow them, whether they be good or bad. But the dragon lords that followed Reverie have all flown off and have not returned to Tyrstar since. Occasionally, there will be a dragon that is found from time to time, but it's not a dragon lord. It's just a common dragon of some sorts that you guys have heard stories of.
You're not a dragon lord, you're just some common bitch.
Exactly. The actual dragon lords that were in charge have not returned since, good or bad. The dragons that do fly around, again, they're not dragon lords. They're common dragons that possibly don't even remember this history. Some of them are too young to even have been alive during its time. But that is why Avirus is here. She is here to find more of this history regarding Xandos and possibly Tiamat, and why this Galbury Keep Ruins was potentially destroyed or why it was potentially even created. She believes there's more to the story than there really is.
Does she have white hair?
Who?
Like silver hair?
Who?
Avern.
Avirus? Yeah, she has
Avirus.
white hair and green eyes.
Cool. I'm into it.
She finishes the story, and Isundra and Damien, they know up to the point that they know of Reverie and they know about the Dragon Lord, but they don't know that the story behind Galbury Keep Ruins was the epic battle between Solaris and Armas versus Xandos. Nomu knows about it, and Ediar knows about that.
Oh my gosh, you know so much.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you know some things, but I'm not gonna praise you like some genius. I can pick up a book too.
Yes, but she is so smart to tell us all of this without reading it to us. What you think?
I could see right through you. I'm telling Manel and Linnell.
No, they don't need to know anything. I don't even think they like me. It's really just fine.
So it shouldn't matter that I tell them. But I think you're into Avirus. That's a different conversation for a different day.
Different day?
Camrose just he looks around. Ugh, I hate these history stories. Just get me to the treasure already. I could care less about the octatic divines or the heptatic evils. It's all about the money. Come on now, the goods. Plus, we all know a Dragon Lord hasn't shown its face in who knows how long. Come on now. He looks over at Ediar. Who do you follow, by the way? You're one of those churchy boys, aren't you?
Damn.
Churchy
Uptight
boys.
Did your
I
mom
follow
and daddy
Smart.
have you in like some suspenders and overalls when you went to little church back in the day? You look like one of those goody two-shoe guys.
What's wrong with suspenders? And yes, I
He
follow
definitely
Solaris.
had to do that. It's good. It's a good one.
Camrose just smiles at Ediar. So what do you think about the whole story between the Dragon Lords teaming up with both the Octatic Divines and the Heptatic Evils? I'm sure it's pretty common for you to butt heads with the people that follow the evil gods and goddesses around here. To think that they even teamed up, do you think that's true?
I don't necessarily know what to believe, but any Dragon Lord that follows the heptatic evil will be crushed by my mace.
I heard the story when I was at my father's knee as a kitten, but I never really cared too much.
Kittens have knees?
I have knees.
You do bend. They look weird. Can I feel them?
What?
I'll
No.
stay on track. I'm sorry. He has some really good fucking scotch.
Avirus, she looks at Ediar. So you're a follower of Solaris, goddess of the sun. Tell me, do you believe Solaris, along with her brother Armas, did battle here against Xandos and defeated him without, or with the help of another dragon? What do you think? Do you think Xandos is dead, or do you think he may slumber deep beneath the grounds of Lande?
I would hope that he is dead, but there is a possibility that he could be alive.
You doubt your goddess, then. Solaris speaks that she defeated Xandos.
Well, I do pray to Solaris. I do understand that you should always, how I should say, think for yourself at some times.
Dude.
Oh.
That's not how religion works, dog.
Camrose looks at the others, the rest of you. His eyes are wide open. Whoa! I was expecting those words out of this priest boy's mouth. You shocked me. You surprised me, cleric man. Here, take a swig of my drink. Not you, Damien.
I don't drink.
What?
Oh my god, he only drinks water and a cheap meal.
What kind of man are you?
I'm a man who does not need a drink.
You're missing out on a lot of things, poor chap.
It's
Oh
true.
well, I'll drink for you.
But we'll drink for you, right?
No, I didn't say you, Damien. You've had enough.
What? No, wait a minute. Enough is just a construct. It's just something that confines us. It's something that people made up to limit how much somebody else can have some. I just feel like that's unnecessary. And if we've agreed for you to jump on my tab at the bar, I just don't see why you're being greedy, man.
Nah.
Damn it. All right, let's move on.
Yaito looks around. This is very fascinating history. I have never known this story of Tirister and the octatic divines and the heptatic evils. You know, back in Ashai, we have other gods and goddesses that I have heard about, but never this. But the one thing I do know is the Dragon Lords are a very real thing. I have also heard of the dragon goddess, Tiamat. Very scary stories regarding this dragon goddess. It is said to be as powerful as Reverie herself. It is insane to think about. Now that a dragon lord that followed Tiamat to be possibly around here. Ooh, scary.
It's alright, bad enough. We may even run into Zandos down here.
Do you guys know a lot
Sleeping.
about dragons if we do run into one? Like, is there like something you know that we should know?
Avirus rubs her chin. I have my suspicions. I doubt Zandos is really slumbering or sleeping somewhere down beneath us. What I'm really thinking is down in these ruins. Our books, scripts, possibly even magical items that might show us a little bit of the past. If Zandos truly is down there, I'm assuming it's going to take some powerful force to even awaken the Dragon Lord. If that's the case, let us tread carefully. I would not wish to awaken such a Dragon Lord. It would be dangerous for us to do such a thing. We'd probably have all of Londe destroyed if we did that. Let's not do that. But I will tell you, if this fortress was truly created 2,000 plus years ago by the mortals, that means we could possibly find ancient relics from the orcs, ancient relics from the elves from back then, even the dwarves, and who knows what else. It excites me to think of what could be found down there.
As long as it's shiny, I would like it.
And as long as it helps Ediar not turn into a rabid dog.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
But I will have to say this. With it being so old, I expect there to possibly be creatures from such a time. So we might see ancient creatures. Who knows what's down there deep in the ruins? We might be seeing things we've never seen before. Isn't that a little fascinating to you?
A live dragon? No. So let's talk worst case scenario. I know, our goal is not to wake it, but should we do so because we are jinxed, I'm convinced, we're all agreeing to run, right? Or try to fight valiantly and potentially die.
Running sounds good.
Okay.
I'm not here to die. I'm here to learn. Of course I'm going to run if I need to.
Alright, one question. Are dragons edible? For science.
I'm assuming they can be. However, I would assume it is frowned upon amongst the dragon society. If a dragon was to find out you ate one of its own, you'd probably be hunted, my dear friend.
Oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was just, wondering.
So how would Rogar feel about that? Like, would he not care
That's
as much
true.
because he's a dragonborn, or would he be like really offended? I mean, I have no problem lying straight to his face when he asks. I just want to know.
I don't know who this Dragonborn character is, but you do know the Dragonborns are descendants of the Dragon Lords, right?
Yeah, so don't eat dragon. Got it. It's crystal clear, cut and dry.
Well, I mean, that's all there is to it about these ruins. It's 2,000 plus years old, and hopefully we find some amazing historical evidence of things down there. Perhaps we'll find out more about your goddess, Ediar.
I really thought you were going to say, perhaps we'll find out on the next episode of Taverns and Caverns.
I should have said that, actually. That would have been good. But perhaps we'll find out on the next episode of Taverns and Caverns. That's all I got for today.
Damn.
That was good.
You have to keep that in there.
Us versus a fucking bridge.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wanted to add a little bit more history of the world in this one.
Yeah.
These ruins are supposed to be ancient.
Something I gotta tell you about Brian.
What's up?
Not Brian, Ryan. So apparently back in like first edition, there's a monster that's a mimic bridge.
Oh God.
No thanks.
Yeah,
That's
basically
what do you?
what you
You're gonna get fucked. Like,
Yeah,
Why
what?
would
it's-
you give Ryan ideas?
Thank you.
That's true.
Thank you.
Well, we're past the bridge now, so.
yeah, we're already past it.
We gotta
There,
go back.
there could be more bridges. Be more bridges.
Yeah.
Have we learned nothing from Shaft? You don't give him ideas?
But yeah, I had to do a little bit of world building, enter some of that history into this episode.
Yeah.
So hopefully that made sense. That story makes sense to you guys.
Yeah.
You kind of get the gist. That Tyrister, there's good gods, the octatic divines, and the evil gods, the heptatic evils.
Can't have one without the other.
Yep, they're
Pretty much.
basically the opposite of the same coin. But that's the story. They actually teamed up to fight the Tiamat and her dragon lords.
Mm-hmm.
But keep that in mind as we go. So more storytelling, and if there is a dragon deep within these ruins, I don't know. We'll have to find
I
out.
don't trust it.
Nope.
All right, well, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And also, I just want you guys to know, I had two routes for you. One, if you failed the bridge, which you did. If you all
We
passed,
remember.
if you all passed the bridge, I had a different encounter ready for you guys.
Oh, God. Whatever that is.
Right, it didn't matter.
Well, that encounter would have been more difficult, only because you would have had Avirus and Camros helping you.
Well, you guys are welcome.
Interesting.
My failures have
Are
their
you
benefits.
still not trusting these two?
No,
I don't know, man.
absolutely
They
not.
still won't even explain how they got across it after we already got across it. Like, I'm gonna watch them go back.
I still don't
Sindra is
trust
leaning
Camaros.
towards trusting. Yeah, Camaros is.
I kind of trust Avirus.
Yeah,
You're
No,
thinking with your
absolutely not.
boobs, Isundra.
with my clit.
Yeah. I forgot we weren't recording. I can be vulgar.
Does Ediar trust Camros though?
He's still skeptical of cameras.
He shared his scotch. He's the good guy. I don't know about her. She's a
I was like,
royal.
is
She's
this gonna
got
be
all the
poison?
money that can buy all the knowledge she'd ever need. She's in these dirty catacombs or whatever. I don't know. It's something fishy. But again, I'm paranoid and a failure.
Damn.
So
Jesus. Well, trust me, I have a lot more stuff coming up, man. It's gonna be fun. So be ready for some dungeon diving as if you were Lara Croft.
Yee.
Oh shit! I gotta get my triangle titties out.
weak.
Hey, you leave those alone. Those are awesome.
Yep. The triangle, bro.
Yeah.
All right. But that's all I got, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
I did. That was fun.
It was great.
Cool.
I know it was
We're
all
gonna
gonna
be
fall
all
off a
fucked
bridge.
up. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I didn't fall.
Yeah. Well, okay, you got wings, dog.
Thank you for even taking me on your back. I was pretty sure you were going to tell me to fuck off. So.
I know.
I probably would have had a better chance just trying it on my own, but
Thanks again, everyone, for listening to another episode of Taverns and Caverns. This is your Dungeon Master, Ryan, at Haphazard DM on Twitter. That's where you can find me. And you can also follow some of our other players.
Hi, everybody. I'm Felicia. I play Sundra, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dagger Tribal.
And I'm Bri. I play Damien and Desiree. You can follow me at Blaze_NBK on Twitter. That's my new name. And Instagram is just BlazeNBK, no space.
I'm Julian, also playing Eddie R. You can follow me at JWPlay0 on Twitter or JWPlay0 on YouTube.
I'm Robert Jones, and I don't have social media, but I am on YouTube. You can find me at TrueBone. That's TRU Bone. I make simple videos by putting video games to movies.
All right, awesome.
Blood and bone. That's all I thought about.
That's our players. Again, thank you for listening, and you can follow us again on Twitter at Taverns Caverns. Cool, and that's it.
See you guys next time.
All right.
Yeah.